Positive reinforcement is used fairly often when teaching, but many teachers are unaware of how to use this as effectively as possible. Positive reinforcement can shape even the most unruly students into well-behaved students if used properly. Many teachers will, however, opt to use negative reinforcement as well, and while in some instances that may be effective, it isn't the best means of guiding students to proper behavior. The article explains that positive reinforcement is how to properly use it as effectively as in any classroom. This article would benefit most teachers because every classroom is different, and some classes respond to positive reinforcement better than others. Co-teaching is a fairly new practice that is starting to make an impact on schools across the country. The main purpose of co-teaching is to mix students with special needs into general education so that they can learn alongside their peers. In this article, Welcome to Co-Teaching 2.0 by M. Friend, there are 6 key points to co-teaching that most co-teachers should follow. The first is station teaching, where the teachers divide the students into groups, where the teachers teach each group individually using specially designed instructions when necessary, rotating the students through each group. The second is parallel teaching, where each teacher takes on an individual group of students his or her own way, using different approaches to teaching depending on their students' learning needs. The third is alternative teaching, where one teacher instructs the class while the other teacher instructs students that benefit more from a small teacher-led group. And the fourth one is teaming, where teachers teach students together, contributing throughout the lesson. The fifth one is one teaches, one assists, where one teacher teaches a lesson in the class while the other teacher goes around the classroom helping individual students with questions they might have. And the final one is one teaches, one observes, where one teacher teaches a lesson while the other teacher watches a student, or students take notes to find out if the students are understanding the lesson or not. Co-teaching is causing educators to reconsider different aspects of teaching by combining 2 different methods of teaching, which will in turn help students reach their potential. Co-teaching is a new method of teaching that can inspire educators to find new ways of teaching that they previously couldn't. Co-teaching has also proven to be more effective than the regular method of teaching due to the cooperation of 2 teachers from different fields working together to teach a single group of students. The article gives examples of how co-teaching has benefited schools and how co-teaching has conformed to work with new laws by making slight changes in the delivery. This article would definitely benefit school principals that are considering switching to co-teaching. The final article, Teaching Handwriting to Elementary Students with Learning Disabilities, by S. Datchuk, states that handwriting is still very essential, even in this age of rapid technology growth. So when elementary students with learning disabilities have trouble with handwriting, many teachers turn to the problem-solving approach to fix a student's handwriting, which is done in 4 easy steps. The first step would be problem identification, which is noticing that there is a problem with the student's handwriting. Next is problem analysis, which would be looking at the handwriting with a careful eye, finding every problem and figuring out why they don't write well. There could be many different reasons why a student can't write well, but the main 3 are letter formation, alphabetic knowledge, and speed. After finding the problem, the next step would be to find a solution. There are 3 different ways to fix bad handwriting, including visual cues, memory retrieval, and isolated motor activities. After finding the solution, the final step would be to implement and monitor the solution to ensure it's working. Many different students struggle with their handwriting, and me especially, while teachers often use many different approaches for helping students improve their handwriting. Children with learning disabilities often struggle more when it comes to learning to write and having good handwriting than most other students. Good handwriting depends on many different factors, including letter formation, alphabetic knowledge, and speed. And without this, writing neat and clearly will prove to be near impossible. This article gives many different steps for helping students with learning disabilities learn to fix their handwriting. The article also gives many different steps for fixing handwriting and goes into detail on each individual step, and even uses quotes from other teachers as well. This article would help special educators the most, but would definitely hold some value in general education classes as well, for students who struggle with handwriting. These articles focus on many problems that are hard or extremely difficult to handle for most schools. With more and more of an emphasis on how to teach exceptional children more effectively, teachers will have to face many of the problems stated in these articles. But in each article, there is a solution that has been proven to be effective and may one day lead to new ways of teaching.